the candles of the world, spreading their light, their love, and their knowledge. It's no wonder that in our country, the teacher is called Guru, meaning the dispeller of darkness. The Guru, Gurotsav, a festival started by Sri Sri Academy to celebrate the teacher in honor of our spiritual Guru, Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji, whose birthday is on 13th May. It is a day when we are reminded of Guruji's commitment and love for his followers, because he says, 13th May, Tera Main. And what a beautiful way of reminding us that as teachers, that is what we do. We give ourselves to our students, and we do so every single day. Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji, our spiritual leader, is an ambassador of peace, a humanitarian leader, and the founder of the Art of Living, a non-profit, educational, and humanitarian organization founded in 1981. All the programs of the Art of Living are guided by Guruji's philosophy. Unless we have a stress-free mind and a violence-free society, we cannot achieve world peace. This community, spanning 156 countries, has created a one-world spiritual family, uniting people of different races, traditions, economic and social status, and nationalities. Guruji's message is very simple. Love and wisdom can prevail over hatred and violence, and that is a message that we at Sri Sri Academy strive to impart to our students. Be a good human being first. Be kind to one another. So teachers, let's keep spreading our light in the best way we know how, by doing what we do best, teaching, with kindness, with empathy, and with love. And now, speaking of spreading the light, we now move on to the traditional lighting of the lamp. And for that, I would request our principal, Mrs. Sugina Shundu, to bring up our distinguished guests, where we may first honor them. Mrs. June Dutt, founding member and core team, Sri Sri Academy, Kolkata. Mrs. Meenakshi Attal, founding member and former headmistress, the Heritage School. Dr. Anita Prasad, Director of Indus Valley World School. Mrs. Orna Gomes, Principal of Loreto House. And Mrs. June Pinto, foremost junior school coordinator, Sri Sri Academy, Kolkata. The lighting of the lamp will be followed by the welcome song sung by the junior school and senior school teachers of Sri Sri Academy, And this in turn will be followed by our dear Principal's address.
বাঁদিকে লাল আলো জ্বলছে, আরেকবার টাচ করুন, বন্ধ হয়ে যাচ্ছে। এবার আরেকবার টাচ করুন, সাদাটা লাল বাঁদিকে। দাঁড়ান 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 দাঁড়ান, আগে আগে আসুন, তারপর দেখুন। মারিয়া ম্যাম এখানে ইউটিউবে স্ট্রিমিং হচ্ছে, আপনার সারা পিছনটাই আসছে শুধু।
त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। गीता माता शोभा त्रिभुवनुना त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव अमृतो निरायो प्रेमेरो आधार अमृतो निरायो प्रेमेरो आधार कामुकादि प्रेम शाखा कामुकादि प्रेम शाखा तुमि शाखा तुमि देव दयामय कामुचारुणे त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव
So namaskar and good morning to all my lovely teachers here. As I'm growing older, I believe we don't need too many words. We need to speak through what we do. So I'm here just to welcome you all very, very warmly on behalf of the management of the school, Shri Shri Academy, on behalf of the teachers, the coordinators and the staff. We're very happy that you've been joining hands with us to celebrate the birthday of our founder in such a unique way. And I think as teachers, the most important thing is to feel loved, and then you can give love to children. To nurture yourself, to nurture your creativity, and then that creativity would find expression in your classrooms. I've realized that the hard way. Can I tell you a short story? It'll take a minute, I think. So, in the celebration of Gurotsav lies a story about life, about learning about its purpose, healing, and transformation. Almost 2 decades back, a 34-year-old young working woman with 2 young children and a pair of aging parents, extremely fastidious, wanted to be a perfectionist, was punctual, all the qualities we think are good in teachers, right? However, extremely anxious, extremely stressed, and extremely angry at times at everybody because she wanted everybody to be like her, right? Wanted them to be on time, wanted them to come early, wanted them to be perfect. And then something happened, just a chance meeting with a friend in 1998. I must have been talking about something that didn't make me happy, introduced me to the power of the breath, the healing power of breath. The journey that began in 1998 for me, more than I think 24 years now, did transform my life. Little bit by little bit. My teacher had written in my what is called slam book today, we used to call it autograph book. My favorite teacher had written when I was leaving school, have the courage of your convictions. But I wasn't sure how to change the world. I didn't like what I saw. My innate beliefs in simplicity, being responsible, caring for the earth, could only find expression maybe in my small circle of my family or me as a teacher. However, I got introduced to the power of the breath, and that journey led me to discover who I call the man who I now call my Guruji, Shri Ravi Shankarji. And that journey was the journey from my head to the heart. It was a journey which said, this is right and this is wrong with the intellect, but there was much beyond that, a journey that happened simultaneously because I entered a new school at that point of time. And I got the opportunity to see that whatever I was experiencing, I was changing as well. Nothing changed. Circumstances didn't change. People didn't change. The same thing happened. People still threw plastic around. They still do today. People could be rude, right? But I changed. Something from within me changed. And I realized the courage. I started getting the courage to do what I believed in. From being a shy, timid person, I had the confidence after that to come forward and leave my teaching of last 13 years and set up a new school, a journey that we didn't know where it would take us. The school wasn't known. Nobody knew about such a school, which would only be, have a spiritual founder at that point of time in 2000. However, finally, when the school did come about in 2010, I received the sacred charge of setting up the school. And I felt I was extremely fortunate because I got to learn a lot. I never had the experience of setting up a school, but I learned and I felt I was being guided. So from here, this was my story. And from here, I want to just share with you that as a school, we try through our children and through our parents of encouraging the right attitudes, whether it's towards children, whether it's inclusion, or it's safety, or it's compassion, or giving everybody a chance that everybody is unique, or the environment. One of the last such opportunities we had recently was we realized after the COVID, each of us was contributing a lot of e-waste. Now we're all aware of what e-waste does, right? It comes back to us as the air we breathe because some of those cells are burnt. Some of those circuits are burnt when you throw them away, right? And it pollutes the air, it comes back as soil, it comes back as vegetables, come back as water to you. So there is no cycle, there's no ecosystem that gets broken. So taking responsibility of that e-waste and ensuring that we dispose it responsibly, we found a young partner, Mr. Nandan Pal, in the Haladeck, and we tied up with the Haladecks to dispose, and our children are trying to get more and more people to bring their batteries, their whatever that gets over, your headphones that get spoiled, so many other things. It could be old damaged phones which are not being used, and to dispose them. And we'd be really happy if some more schools would also join up in this process and thereby make a movement of it. So I'm grateful to Haladeck for supporting us. They are there today. I'm also grateful to the sports being by Shivam Das Gupta, who's also supporting the Gurotsav. So another thing is that I got courage was to stop coloring my hair, and that needs a lot of courage. When I must have lost all the color in my hair when I was 30 because I used to be so stressed, but I was coloring for 2 decades before I said no. So at 50 years of age, I stopped coloring my hair. And I think that's a lot of courage. A lot of people came and said that's a lot of courage. So with this, without much ado, we will share with you a video on the life and the purpose of Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Ji. We also want to share that the reason why schools were set up for a spiritual master was because devotees went to him and said that we experience a freedom, we experience a lightness in our spirit. We want our children to go also to such school where they are taught these techniques. And that is how, and now the youngest project is, yesterday we signed up, we have a nursing project, we need good nurses in Bangalore. We have an Ayurveda hospital and a college, a nursing college, and a B.Ed college has been just recently signed up. But the university that has been set up, which we are very proud because it's India's first drug-free, alcohol-free university. We're not talking about the other accolades that are coming, but it is a need of the time. There are a lot of our young people do not know and they just fall prey to these addictions. It's not that they choose to be, they're very bright children. So this is India's first drug-free, alcohol-free university, and I wanted you to have a glimpse that more people would know about it. Thank you. Have a wonderful day today and enjoy, celebrate, nurture, make friends, and come back next year. I hope next year we will have one section where there will be just no competition and we'll all maybe play games and maybe dance, and COVID will go away and we'll have informal games.
These values and this vision transformed a boy born in a small village in India into an inspiration for millions. From Japan in the east to the US in the west, from northern Europe to the southern tip of the Americas, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar has inspired a fundamental change from "what about me" to "what can I do for the world?" This message is as relevant in the workplace as it is in schools, homes, colleges, prisons, and government. Fueled by a wish, in his own words, to see a smile on every face, Sri Sri has become a spiritual leader in a movement that is sweeping the planet, touching the lives of millions.
He wanted to give people tools, concrete techniques, ways to handle their mind, and especially find a way to really connect us all, which is all that we seek in life.
Sri Sri founded the Art of Living Foundation as a nonprofit organization whose programs offer Sudarshan Kriya, meditation, and spiritual wisdom to help everyday people clear their minds and open their hearts. With inner peace comes belongingness with the whole world. It is this belongingness that united 150,000 people in Buenos Aires to come together to meditate in 2012. In 2011, in Berlin's Olympic Stadium, Sri Sri brought together people from around the world to celebrate our differences and our unity as one world family.
And just 35 years after starting the Art of Living, at the World Culture Festival in India, 3.75 million participants from around the world gathered together to celebrate this vision.
Service is the expression of love. As people feel part of and inspired by Sri Sri's vision of one world family, they naturally want to serve and care for each other, responding to needs globally and locally. Sri Sri founded the International Association for Human Values in 1997 to support the service initiatives and humanitarian projects he inspires. In our own local communities, teams are leading programs that tackle some of society's most pressing problems. Trained facilitators are bringing lasting transformation to prisoners.
I actually look forward to fights. But now since doing this cause, I'm a total different person. I can now walk away from a fight.
Trainers are breathing life into schools, giving youth and teachers practical tools for a healthy body, mind, and lifestyle.
When I do my breathing, I feel more calm. I feel like I could do more stuff. Like nothing's holding me more back.
Trainers are working with farmers in developing countries to create sustainable models of agriculture. To combat poverty and lack of opportunity, Art of Living schools educate thousands of children in underdeveloped areas. Inspired by his demonstrated commitment to human values and his deep understanding of human nature, people from all walks of life regularly turn to Sri Sri for advice. His fresh insights and broad vision transform the way heads of state, global and local leaders, and even terrorists approach today's problems.
Sri Sri was instrumental to the process of building peace in Colombia, inspiring both the FARC and the Colombian government to envision social transformation through nonviolence.
Sri Ravi Shankar and the Art of Living Foundation are heralds of peace in a planet tormented by conflicts and violence.
The foundation for 25 years has worked on programs that have been at the core of my public life, promoting peace, combating violence and drug addiction, empowering our youth.
We need to bring a harmony, we need to bring people together. I think we all have to work. Don't you think so?
Sri Sri Ravi Shankar is a man who inspires and impacts the lives of millions of people around the world, showing us that love moves the world. Moves the world.
We're an undergrad free campus of premium education in India, blending the best of East and West. This university has a unique approach to education that combines Western innovation with the ancient values and wisdom from the East. It is one of India's first alcohol, drug and smoke-free campus. Spread across 187 acres of land and located on a hilltop on the banks of the Mahanadi River, the sprawling and beautiful campus is inspired by the ancient universities of Nalanda and Takshashila. Thousands of students from across the 28 states of India and several countries of the world call Sri Sri University their home.
If I had to point out that one thing that really makes me feel special about studying at SSU, it would be that synergy between the students, and that I think is the most special thing.
I'm sure that these students will make decisions in the near future that will change the world for the better.
I'm really happy to be here, and with every day I understand more how I appreciate this time.
Sri Sri University offers courses from an undergrad to a master's level and also PhDs. Sri Sri University is one of the first universities in all of Asia to introduce osteopathy, a drug-free, non-invasive manual therapy that aims to bring a revolution in the path of medical science. Yoga, meditation and spiritual values are the foundations on which the university stands tall, and it is these that are shaping the personalities of our students inside out.
You know, there is no ragging happening, there is no one picking on each other, and that is really important. The environment of the university is such that the emotional quotient automatically develops in a person.
This is my 4th year in SSU, and I have seen a transformation on a very large scale in my life.
It gives you more than it promises, so that's all a person can ask for.
Sports is a way of life at Sri Sri University and is clearly exhibited in this vibrant campus and its students.
We hope you enjoyed watching that video. And now moving on, for the reason that we're all here today, I would like to welcome and announce the names of the schools that are participating in the various events. EPJ School, Park Street, Birla High School, Indus Valley World School, Loreto House, Mahadevi Birla World Academy, South City International School, South Point School, and the Heritage School. We welcome you all and we're so happy to have each and every one of you with us. A loud round of applause from us to you. Thank you so much for being with us here this morning. I will now be announcing the names of the events and the judges. Judges, if you are here, I respectfully request you to come up so that our principal may felicitate you. Our first event is Peace in Our Fingertips, Creating with Clay. The theme for the event is Making Peace, and our judge is Mr. Nobakumar Chakraborty. Our second event, Transforming Reality, Mixing Art to Create Art. The theme, Togetherness. Our esteemed judge, Mr. Molay Shah. Our third event, Padam, Dancing for Harmony. The theme for this year's Padam is Shanti. And our esteemed judge for the event is the legendary dancer, Tanushri Shankar. Event number 4, Sound Spirit, our music competition. The theme this year, Playing for Peace. And our esteemed judge for the event, Pandit Tanmoy Bose. Event number 5, What's Cooking? The theme, Health is Wealth. And our judges for the event, Clement de Cruz and Ishani Priyadarshini Sinha. Our only non-competitive event today is Let's Act, the dramatic event, Playing Together, and the theme is Little Acts of Kindness. Event number 7, Yoga. The theme is Peace of Mind, Body and Soul. Our judges for the event, Mr. Shaunak Haldar and Ms. Hina Khaitan. I believe Mr. Shaunak Haldar is present. Kindly come up, sir. And finally, our referees for ping pong, hit it right, Mr. Kartik Rajok and Ms. Brutati Nando. Please kindly come up. Thank you so much. And now, my community, my friends, my tribe, it's time to get to what we're here for, the events. We wish you all the best, but above all, an amazing experience and lots of fun. Please don't think of these events as a competition. Think of them as stress busters, as a way to let your hair down, as team building exercises, and above all, a celebration of our gifts and our talents. Good luck, enjoy. So that concludes the opening ceremony. I would now like to request the participants of each event to follow our volunteers